what's going on, guys? This is Brant with CPC Bodybuilding, the home of men's classic physique. Today, we're going to be previewing the Dubai Pro in men's classic physique, and I've got a special guest today. My special guest is IFBB Classic Physique Pro, Mark James from the UK. Mark, how you doing, man?
What's going on? How are you, man? I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for giving me the chance to come on here and preview with you, man.
Always, man. Thanks for your time and appreciate you. Been following your competitive journey. Just finished up at the UK Pro recently,
Yeah,
starting the
yeah.
off season, putting on some quality tissue.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put on some tissue. Next time I go on stage, it's gonna be a different look.
Yes, sir. So for those of you tuning in, before we get rolling with the preview, I just want to make sure that you guys are up to date on Mark's page. So if you guys want to go give him a follow on Instagram, he is FitWiz the IFBB Pro right here. So you can give him a follow on Instagram. Make sure you support him, use his codes, and his link tree is right there in his bio. So make sure you go give Mark a follow. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram, I don't know how you even found this video, but make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram here at CPC Bodybuilding for all the classic physique updates. But the Dubai Pro is this Sunday, September 24th. Still waiting on word for a live stream. The Dubai Pro website is not up yet. I'm having trouble accessing it, at least here in the United States. So if I find out about a live stream, I'll be sure to put it out on my Instagram page and also update the description here in this YouTube video. But we'll go ahead and go through the classic physique lineup right
Let's
here.
do it. This is gonna be
So,
an exciting one.
oh, it's going to be a great show, man. So I'm just going to read off all these names and then we'll go through each guy individually. And then Mark and I are going to give our first call out and pick our winner. So here's the classic physique lineup. This is going to be, like I said, on Sunday, September 24th. So we've got Hassan, Madi, Abdul Reda. They definitely spelled his name wrong. There's an extra like Labdra in there. So it's Abdul Reda. We've got Ibrahim Aldasoari, Ahmed Hamid. There's two Ahmed Hamids on here. I'm not sure if this is Ahmed Hamid Aladani or Majid. They might be the same guy. It might just be a typo. I could only find one Ahmed Hamid, so we're going to show his profile. We've also got Wael Ali, Jabar Al Qawari, Abdul Aziz Al Marshadi, Jose Maria Mete Berry, better known as Model Man, Dylan Dawson, Khaled El Nahawi, Valerie Enchev, Patrick Herchick, Shai Chang Jin, Chen Kang, Abu Kanate, like I mentioned, Ahmed Hamid, Miguel Malmo, Subir Nassar, Valentine Petrov, Artem Pokov, Piyush Raj, Dennis Romanov, Terence Ruffin, Rough Diesel, Fabio Julio, Ramos Ballet, Arvin, Ravi Kumar, and Wesley Visscher. So that's your full classic physique lineup. And our first competitor here is Hassan Madi Abdul Reda. So this is a pretty underrated pro out of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is from, I believe, the Saudi Classic earlier this year. So this is a show. I think he was top five. I haven't gone back and looked at the scorecards. The last NPC News Online stage photos I could find of him were when he took fifth at the 2021 Romania Pro. But Mark, when we look at his physique here, pretty impressive guy out of Saudi Arabia, right?
Very impressive. He's got a lot of muscle, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's one of his biggest strengths is density. Definitely a thicker guy, especially for classic physique, but still preserves great shape. I really like that back double bicep of his. I
Yeah.
think if the condition comes in just a touch more,
Just a
this is a
touch
guy
more,
who,
then he's going to be dangerous. And even like his top line, his shoulders, his chest is like thick.
yeah. Definitely an underrated classic physique pro. So that is Hassan Madi Abdul out of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Another Saudi Arabian, we've got Ibrahim Aldasoari. And I like this guy's shape a lot. What do you think of this teacup pose, man?
No, this is a nice pose for him. He's got a nice tight waist, good quad sweep, uh, good bicep peaks. It comes together well. His top to bottom balance as well. So it's a very nice shape.
Yeah, definitely a very solid classic physique
Is there
bodybuilder.
any rear shots of
Let's see
this
if I
guy?
can find them. Here we go.
Oh, oh yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
solid back.
yeah. It is solid. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So that is Ibrahim Aldasoari. Next up, we've got Ahmed Hamid. So he last placed 12th at the 2021 Big Man Pro. This is a stage shot from there. Pretty awesome ab and thigh. Great detail through the quads.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think I've seen this guy before.
wow.
Oh, where is he? Is he in Dubai? Does
Yeah, he's in
he
Dubai.
lives out there?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I've seen him before. I went to Dubai last year and I was training in B1 for like the week, and I'm sure I saw him out there. He's a big dude.
Yeah, this dude's, I think, really solid. Very well put together. The lower body is very impressive too. Just
Yeah, the
very
hamstring
structured.
detail, the glute tie-in, impressive.
So that is
Hot
Ahmed.
sweep from the back as well.
Next up, we've got Wael Ali. And this is, I think, his classic debut, actually. He's a 212 pro. This is from the Dubai Pro last year, where he took ninth in the 212 division. But just looking at this posing video, Mark, what do you think of this guy's physique?
Great legs, great legs. He's 212. You said it was.
Yeah, this is from last year's Dubai 212. I don't think he's
Yeah,
ever done a classic show.
he's got a lovely shape, but I'm not sure how he's going to do against some really good classic structures.
Yeah,
Like, you
the
know,
structure is going to
we
be
got Wesley in there, we got Ruff in there, and as much as he's got a lot of muscle, I don't know how he's going to do with these structures
yeah,
against these kind of structures. As good as he does look.
yeah. So that is Wael Ali. Next up, we've got Jabar Al Qawari. So he did not place at the Europa Pro last weekend, but this guy's got really solid shape, man. I think he's got just fantastic lats, really
Yeah, the
solid
lat. Yeah,
waist.
that's the first thing that drew my attention is the lats.
And he's capable of placing in a decent lineup. I think he took top 10 at the Atlantic Coast Pro last year here in the United States. So I mean, he's got great potential. This is just a really deep lineup, and
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
deep
he might
lineup.
struggle.
Probably same issue as I had. He just needs a bit more tissue, doesn't he?
Yeah. So that is Jabar Al Qawari. This is Abdul Aziz Al
Oh,
Marshadi. This is a guy who I was really impressed by. This guy is very, very sharp.
yeah, the quad detail.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a small guy either.
Yeah, plenty of muscle on this guy. Just
Yeah,
really hard, grainy look. Very dense. I like that
yeah.
side shot for him a
That
lot too.
side shot is very dense.
Yeah, definitely not going to get out muscled. That's for sure.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, he's not going to get out muscled. Not at all. And that. Whoa, he's he could cause some problems in this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, this guy's top 10. He
Yeah,
could even, shake things up a little bit, maybe even step into that top 7, top 8 if some
yeah.
guys.
That's what I'm thinking. He could be easily in the 6 to 8 range. Yeah,
Yeah.
easily. And
Very
that's if it could even come higher if somebody comes off, you know, that could be his reason to push up even more.
so
Because
that
he's
is
got a great physique.
Abdul Aziz Al
And he
Marshir.
looks killed as well.
Next up, we got one of the favorites. This is model man Jose Maria Berry, who took second in a narrow decision to Wesley Visscher's last week. What do you think about model man?
Ah, awesome shape. Like the density just everywhere. He's got quads, he's got lats, he's got chest. His condition was on point. Watching him at the Europa Pro, all the pictures and videos that I've seen, he was. I thought he was going to take it. To be honest, I thought he was. I thought he was going to have it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wesley did look great.
I'm really intrigued to see.
Wesley's structure is like super classic, so
Yeah.
that's probably where he won. But this
I,
guy is incredible.
I'm really intrigued to see him and Ruff stand next to each other. That's the matchup I'm really
Yeah,
excited.
because they're roughly the same height, aren't they?
I think so because they're both shorter guys. I mean, I think Ruff is probably 5'7", maybe 5'6", and Model Man's definitely a shorter guy. I'm not sure exactly how tall he is, but
Yeah.
he's definitely not over 5'8".
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. Yeah, but yeah, it's going to be a good matchup with those two.
So that is Model Man. Next up, we got Dylan Dawson. And you stepped on stage versus him at the UK Pro, and you've
I
gotten a
did.
chance to see him
Yeah,
up close and personal. What do you think of his physique, man?
his conditioning was awesome. Nice structure, great quads. His waist, his arms. He's got a great physique. This guy.
Dylan
He's
Dawson.
definitely not one to be slept on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Just great structurally. I think really the only thing that may hold him back in this lineup is just muscle, just
Yeah, he
tissue
just
in
yeah,
general.
just more.
Yeah, because there are some big boys in this lineup.
Yeah, there's some, yeah, big boys.
So
But
that's
yeah,
Dylan Dawson
but
at
he's got a
South.
great physique and he's a great guy as well. Very nice guy.
Next up, we got Valerie Enchev, who is a really talented guy out of Bulgaria, probably one of Bulgaria's. I think in this one, we got probably two out of the top three Bulgarian classic physique bodybuilders, including this guy right here,
Yeah.
who took second at the UK Pro, fell out of the top five at Europa and placed ninth, but definitely no shortage of talent here.
No, none. Yeah, no. So again, seeing him in person, he is huge.
And those crisp lines, man.
Yeah, very nice lines.
Doesn't really have any weaknesses in his physique either, in my opinion.
No, he doesn't have any weaknesses. He's got everything that you would want, but again, he might run into the same issue with structure.
Yeah.
Some of the structures coming into this show are so elite that like it's great for the guys with muscle, but there's got to be guys with muscle and structure.
Yep.
And that's where it gets technical.
Yeah. So I think he's a top 10 guy here, but it's going to be really tough to make that top 6, top 7.
Yeah.
So that's Valerie Enchev out of Bulgaria. Next up, we got Patrick Herchick out of the Czech Republic. Definitely the Czech Republic's best classic physique bodybuilder, an Olympian last year. He won the Prague Pro, actually. So definitely no shortage of talent on this guy. Top 5 finish at the UK Pro. You got to see him up close.
Yeah, I got to see him up close as well. I mean, I think I was standing next to him at some point, and I was like, "Whoa!" And the lines on this guy, the lines are. I don't even think these videos do him justice. To be honest,
True.
I don't think they do him justice at all. And again, the structure is great, but I think it would be tough to crack that top 6 with some of the guys in there. But I think he'll be just he'll be just outside that, I think.
Mhm. So that is Patrick Herchick. Next up, we got Shai Chang Jin out of China. This is the Tokyo Pro that he won. So this guy's already going to the Olympia, and I think this is one of the most underrated guys in this lineup. Beautiful classic shape.
Big, yeah.
When he hits the side try, that's the one I want everybody to see. Any of the side shots, I think, are his strength. Here's
It
that
looks
side
like he's
try
peaked.
coming.
Looks like he's peaked really well for this show as well. Like he's
That shot
dry,
right there is
conditioned.
nuts.
Oh yeah, here we go. The shoulder to waist ratio,
Incredible.
conditioning, straighted glutes. Yeah, this guy is very good.
Yeah, I think this
Lovely lines, isn't it?
he's capable of first call out here. He's that good.
Yeah. I've never seen this guy before. He's very good.
Yeah. He's already going to the Olympia, so he's trying to just, bring home some more prize money before he
His conditioning is great.
yeah,
When he was doing that half bicep, you could see the striations in his triceps.
yeah, very solid competitor there. So that is Shai Chang Jin. Next up, we got Branch Chen or Chen Kang. This is a guy who is
Yeah,
so,
this guy is
so talented.
dangerous.
He finished fifth at the 2019 Olympia, I believe, in classic physique.
Look at those
Largely
lats,
considered China's best bodybuilder, regardless of division. What are your thoughts on some of these shots, man?
lats and legs.
Yeah, his
Look at
quads
the,
are
and
just
the and the
beasts.
conditioning. Those lines are deep through his quads. I think this guy is going to be top five for sure.
Yeah, completely agree, man. I think he's a shoe in for first call out. So that
Yeah,
is Chen Kang out of China. Next up, we got Abu Kanate, who you also got to compete against at the UK Pro. What do you think of his physique, man?
yeah, he's got an awesome physique. His quads are unbelievable. His legs are stupid, and even person, they just got a different kind of pop to them. It's on the
Yeah,
real.
that round,
Look
the
at and
round.
and the arms on him as well. He's got great arms.
This looks fantastic, man.
He
Just
does.
one
He
of those
does look
guys where
great.
he just has that like it factor to his muscle.
Yeah, he does. He does, and he always brings good condition as well. He
So
always brings
that's
good condition. So
Abu.
I think he'll do. I think he'll do well in this show as well. I think he came. He cracked the top 10 in the UK Pro.
Yeah. I think he was I want to say fifth or sixth.
Yeah, so I don't see why he can't hear if he comes on.
Yeah, I think he'll probably be somewhere in that like 9-10 range because
Yeah,
there's like six or
yeah,
seven this
yeah,
here.
yeah. Yes,
So
this is
that
one
is
of the craziest lineups of the year, really, isn't it?
yeah. Speaking of crazy lineups, we got Miguel Malmo, who is making his third pro appearance. So he was center stage and second callouts at Europa last week. And then also uh, took third at the Mr. Big Evolution Pro behind two Olympians, Stefan and Antoine Loaf. So, I mean, Miguel is one of those guys who is kind of slept on, in my opinion. He's a shorter guy, but definitely no shortage of muscle tissue in this
No,
guy.
no
He's
shortage of tissue at
huge.
all. Yeah, he looks like a big guy, and there's a reason why he came third in that pro show in Portugal. Look at the back shot there. He's got a lot of muscle.
An insane back double. Love the lat spread too.
Yeah, the lat spread is great.
Striated glutes, the whole nine.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic shape, good midsection. Again, I agree with you. He's definitely slept on.
Yeah, definitely
But
capable of a top 10, I think here.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make top 10 in this one though.
Yeah,
I'll be
it'll be
honest.
close.
Yeah, it's literally it's anyone's to be in that top 10. That's how good this lineup is.
So that is Miguel Malmo out of Mozambique. Next up, we've got this is Subir Nassar out of India. And this is from the 2021 Romania Pro, where he did not finish. Um, but really solid structure on this guy. What do you think of this front lat spread?
Yeah, the lat spread is clean. It's clean. I like the way he hits it with the legs a bit closer together. It really makes those lats pop even more. It's like a nice X frame.
Back shot. I think the back is probably the weakness here.
Yeah, the back is the weakness and a bit more conditioning through the hamstrings, glutes.
I think if
And
anything, his condition is probably fine on the back. I think the front is where he needs to come in more. If you look at this, I think the condition and
yeah, he could do more condition on the front as well. I think overall he could do with a bit more conditioning to be competitive in this lineup because there's everyone's going to be coming in very, very conditioned.
it's interesting because he looks hard. He just doesn't look full. I think
Yeah,
that's what the
he might have just not peaked right for this show,
but he
which
looks
is
really solid, man.
yeah, great physique. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
he's definitely got the potential.
So that is Subiel Nassar. Next up, we got arguably right now, it's probably between him and Jivko Petkov and Valerie Enchev, the best Bulgarian classic physique bodybuilder out there right now. This is Valentine Petrov. He won last year's Southwest Muscle Classic, which took him to the Olympia in his rookie year. So lots of talent. And I know Val has been working really, really hard this prep. I know he was targeting the show in Bulgaria originally, but he is ready early. These shots are from 7 days out here at the Dungeon Gym in Dubai. So, what do you think of Val's physique, man?
Epic, epic. There's not a lot you can really fault with his physique, to be fair.
Yeah, and he's a
Not a lot.
really, really
He's
solid poser too.
Yeah, and he's a great poser. I done some guest posing with him a few months back, and yeah, his posing is unreal. And I like his physique. He's got a great structure. Look how those lats pop in that. And I know when I did speak to him briefly when we done the guest posing, I know he said he was the last off season he went to bring his back up, which he's definitely done as well. I've got him in my top 5 as well.
Yeah, I think he's a first call out guy for sure. So that's Valentin Petrov out of Bulgaria. Next up, we got Artem Pokov, who finished 11th at the Romania Pro in 2021. This is a sweet front lat spread, if you ask me. I love the wide clavicles, the shoulder to waist ratio is just on point.
Yeah, he looks like a taller dude as well. So
Mhm.
it's a nice front lat spread.
Yeah. I mean, it is a staged photo shoot, but the dude looks awesome, I think. Just a very well put together physique. Probably the one question will become uh, does he have enough muscle again
Yeah,
to compete with some of these
to
guys? Because
compete
to
with.
me, I think density is the difference here. He might not. He definitely has the lower body, in my opinion. I think the upper body
The
is.
upper body could be a bit thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got a great look,
So that
and
is
it's hard to fill out those tall frames as well, isn't it?
yeah. Next up, we got Piyush Raj, who took 12th at the Sharu India this year, and really just from these photos, pretty obvious. Just needs to like
Dial it in. He needs to dial it in.
this is 12 weeks out right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely nowhere near stage ready.
No, he's not nowhere near stage ready.
Um,
It's yeah, yeah.
looks like he has good shape, but I
He's
mean,
got a great shape. Yeah, he's got a great shape. But yeah, if he wants to be
this is like
competitive,
this is condition you wouldn't win a local show with in the NPC. Not to be rude, but
no. Yeah, you're completely right though. Um, is there any shots from the rear as well?
got this one right here. His back looks decent.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just a condition thing for him. He does need to bring in condition to be to get anywhere higher up in that lineup.
So that is Piyush Raj. Next up, we got Denis Romanov, who is one of Russia's best. And this is from the AGP this year. He won the AGP last year and qualified for the Olympia, didn't get to go. I'm not sure if it was for visa reasons with the whole, Russian political thing going on right now. But Dennis is a guy who has great shape. Really, the only thing that's held him back in the past is he's not that big.
Not that big, yeah.
But he has great condition, great shape. He knows how to present his physique very well. Really like just
Nice lines.
yeah.
Yeah, good detail through the quads. Yeah, good shape. But yeah, I feel like it needs to be like a bit of a bigger version. But when were these pictures?
Just a couple of weeks ago, the AGP I want to say was in August.
The AGP. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he's gonna struggle against some of the bigger dudes,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
dense, the dense dudes.
And speaking of dense dudes, Terence Ruffin is
Hey,
in his first appearance this year, coming off of a bit of a disappointing finish at last year's Olympia, where he took sixth after placing second in the two Olympias before that. He's also an Arnold Classic champion. He's won that show twice. Best poser in the entire world, regardless of division. What do you have to say about Terence Ruffin, Mark?
the posing draws you in straight away. The tiny waist, the lats, the quads. He's got great detail through his quads, his chest pops, delts pop, arms. There's not much you can really fault with Ruff. And
Yeah,
he,
no
you
weak
know what it
points.
is as well, because he presents so well, it makes everything that little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
which
I think we're going
then
to see him
shows
best
you
at.
presentate how, which kind of shows you how important presentation is.
Absolutely, man. I think he's definitely probably the favorite heading into this for a good reason.
Yeah, I've got him winning. Um, Literally, like I said, it was going to be a good matchup with him and Madelman, but he's got the better structure.
So that is Terence Ruffin, Ruff Diesel out of the United States. Next up, we got another guy who I think is definitely in that top five conversation. This is one of Brazil's best. This is Fabio Julio. And this is a guy who is so talented. He won Tijuana last year, I believe. And one of those guys who I think you just really have to see in person to get a better idea of just how
What
crazy
is
his physique looks. But he is so dense. He's one of those guys who I think he's actually a pretty good matchup for Rough Diesel. He's not gonna be nearly as good of a poser, but he has the density to stand with Rough.
rough? Yeah,
There. The real question is, what's his condition gonna be like? That's my big question.
yeah, because it looks okay here. Like you can see through his arms, looks good. It looks like his back could be more, but some guys really pull in on those last few days, so
Yep.
it it's hard to tell. He looks conditioned, but I don't know. In this, he doesn't look conditioned enough, but you can't judge it off this because I know I've seen guys pull it in on the last couple of days like crazy.
Yeah. So that is Fabio Junio out of Brazil. Next up, we've got Arvin Ravi Kumar, who's making his pro debut. So he just turned pro this year, at the Thailand Pro Qualifier. He won the men's open bodybuilding overall at that show. Trying to find some stage. Here's some stage video from this. If we can get to him. This might just be the award presentation. But this guy has a crazy physique. Just huge, absolutely massive. I'll be intrigued to see him stand next to some of the more heavily muscled individuals. I want to try to get some posing footage or something. Here we go. He's a big dude.
Oh yeah, he's a big dude.
See. A little old.
Doesn't have much on his page though, does he?
This is a good shot. Really solid ab and thigh. This is from, I think, briefly after his pro card win.
Oh, after he won. Yeah, that's a solid ab and thigh. Yeah, he looks like he's got a lot of muscle. So it'd be good to see him stand up with some of the guys and see how he sort of compares with them.
Yeah, I think the condition could probably come in from this, but
yeah, it could come in from that, and probably will be better because if he done open bodybuilding here, he's gonna have to make weight for classics, so that might drive him to make his conditioning better anyway.
Yeah, so that is Arvin Ravi Kumar. Next up, we got the Europa Pro champ, 8th place in the world, Wesley Visscher out of the Netherlands. And this is some 4K footage, some real classic type of footage.
Yeah.
Mark, what you think of Wesley?
Yeah, Wesley's structure, his conditioning. He really brought it for this Europa Pro, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
He really did bring it. He was very impressive.
Beautiful physique.
Yeah. It just draws the eye. He is a nice poser as well. So I think we're going to see some good routines and posing on this stage this weekend as well.
So that is Wesley Visscher. And lastly, we've got Maxim Yeddes. Now, this is from an Olympia. I think this is the 2020 Olympia, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe this is the 2019 Classic Olympia. So he placed 7th at the Europa Pro in 2021 at his last pro appearance. And I think is a really solid classic
physique.
Especially in the upper body. I think could probably dial in the condition a little bit more in the lower body, but he has lots of mass, especially in those quads.
Yeah, that shot is nice there, where he hits that vacuum with the ab and thigh.
Mm-hmm. The back is really solid too. Very well put together guy. Very balanced.
Yeah. Has he got anything recent?
This is what we got. This is from just 4 days ago. Beautiful shape, man. I love his structure.
Yeah, great shape.
Yeah. Posing could probably be adjusted, but he looks good. So that is Maxim Yeddes. And that is our full classic physique lineup. So what we're going to do is Mark and I are going to just throw out some names who we think is going to be in our first call out, and then we are going to give our winner for the Dubai Pro 2023 in men's classic physique. So Mark, who are some guys that you're watching out for in that first call out, man?
Rough, obviously. Madelman.
So Rough Diesel, you said Model Man.
Yeah.
Jose Maria Berry.
We got I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Hold on a second.
Pull up the list right here.
Chen Kang.
Yeah, Chen Kang definitely going to be in there. Absolutely. Yeah. China.
Wesley
Visscher.
Fabio.
Fabio Julio, one of Brazil's best. Absolutely.
Yeah, Valentine.
Valentine Petrov out of Bulgaria. Totally agree, man. He's got to be in there.
Yeah, he has to be in there. Yeah, I can't see him being out of there. This is hard. I think that could be. I think that could be it for me.
Yeah, I think that's a really good.
Maybe Enchev. Maybe.
Maybe Enchev, maybe Valerie Enchev in there. Yeah, I could see that. Potentially even Shai Chang Jin is a nice little spicy pick, a dark horse, the
Spicy
guy
pick
who
in
won the
there as
Tokyo
well.
Pro.
Yeah.
He's very talented, and I think might be a good matchup shape wise. It's just he might not have the muscle necessarily to hang.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't pick him as much as I did like his shape. I was like, this is a very heavily muscled show, and he might just get out muscled on this one.
All right, so Mark, who is your winner for this year's Dubai Pro?
Rough.
Terence Ruffin, Rough
Yeah.
Diesel is Mark's pick to win the 2022 or 2023 Dubai Pro. And why do you have Rough winning this show, man?
I think when you look at Ruff's physique and he's going to be matched up, I think his top three is going to be Wesley, Ruff, and Madelman. So I'm thinking of it like this for my top three. And Ruff has like as good of shape as Wesley and as much density as Madelman. So he's almost got a bit of both combined into one physique. And he's going to bring the condition. So I'm going to find that they're going to find it hard to beat him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. I couldn't agree more. I think really when it comes to Terence, the way I would best describe Terence is he's like if you play like the NBA 2K or like the Madden games and you're like maxing out all the stats. Terence is basically maxed out on just about everything. And some of these other guys have at least one weakness. Like I could think of like Model Man, it's probably going to be he's not going to be the hardest guy in terms of like his condition and probably he's a good poser, but he's not a great poser. And then with Wesley, I think really the posterior lower half is the one thing he is vulnerable from.
Yeah, that's where he's vulnerable. Yeah, that's where he's been vulnerable in the past as well, isn't it?
And Terence Ruffin has the best back double bicep in the world. So I think Wesley's going to lose that pose to Terence. So I don't.
Do you think that's going to be the top three as well?
I think top three. Yeah, so I actually think I think Branch Chen is going to sneak into that top three. To be honest with you, I think it's going to be Branch, Wesley, and Terence Ruffin. I don't think Model Man's in the top three.
You think Model Man's going to make it?
No, I really like Model Man, but I think Branch is actually going to beat him in his own game. Branch Chen does everything and has everything that Model Man has. Except I think he knows how to present his physique.
He knows how to present better. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I think that's going to be a good matchup too. So I'm excited to see that Branch.
Yeah. There's going to be so many little matchups within the show that it's going to be so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic show. So before we get going, again, guys, want to make sure to thank my special guest, Mark James, Classic Physique Pro out of the UK. Make sure you guys go support him here on Instagram and give him a follow. Mark, before we get going, man, just want to give you a moment to say anything you would like to the people. You got any words?
First off, I want to thank you. I know you've heard it many times, but I want to thank you for giving like Classic Physique competitors a platform, and you put everybody out there. And this is coming from someone who, I haven't made a mark in the pro league yet or in the scene yet as of such. There are a lot of pages and people out there that only kind of go for the name brand. people, but you give everybody a chance. And, you know, that's what I love. So thank you for that. You know, we're all out here trying our best, working our hardest, and you kind of give us that limelight. And you know, for the guys that follow you, it gets us a chance to see the other guys that we might not see. I've followed so many other classic physique competitors from your posts and your page. You know what I mean? That I wouldn't have necessarily known from other pages. So thank you for that. And yeah, let's, as you would say, let's keep it classic.
Absolutely, bro. I think that's a great way to sign out. So I'm Brant and that's Mark. I want to thank you guys for watching the Dubai Pro preview. This is CPC bodybuilding. Make sure you guys keep it classic. We'll see you later.
Much love.